What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling! And here!
Wrestling?
Why?
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling. Why? Why?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Why not? Why not?
It's fake.
Fake? What the hell are you talking about? Fake? It's not fake.
Fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
Okay, wrestling.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's Wrestling Gold Friday night. How is everybody doing this evening? And of course, more importantly, how do I sound out there? Do I look all right? Am I on this week? Let's see. Yeah, just doing some adjusting. Camera looks kind of blurry. Might be the light. Anyway, yes, this is a Wrestling Gold Friday night where we look back in the good old days of professional wrestling, back when wrestling was wrestling and wrestling was real, because damn it, it is still real to us. Hello there at Cap 19815. I don't know why they do that. I guess it's something YouTube started. I noticed it last night on Spot Show. Uh, Everybody came across was their, I guess, YouTube handle, whatever. But it's all cool. It's all good. All good. But anyway, yes, welcome to Wrestling Gold Friday night. And so far, everything's working okay. Yeah, I'm having to use my laptop. Not that my desktop is fried or anything. It's just not enough power to do what I'm trying to do. Try to have a little bit better presentation. Uh, like I said, try and get fancy like Applebee's here. Even though, yes, I know A, not a good song, and B, at my age, Applebee's is not that fancy. And it's like I explained to somebody when we was, talking about that song. It's like, well, we're not the target audience for that song. That target audience for that song who thinks Applebee's is fancy is, people just starting out in life, teenagers up until, maybe um, marriage age or whatever, or early marriage age and whatnot, before they, really get kicking into their careers and stuff like that. And of course, last time I had Applebee's, it was god awful. Or actually, last two times I had Applebee's, it was god awful. Now, am I looking straight at camera? I think I'm looking straight at camera. I'm trying not to look down and look at myself talking. You can ask me because that's that one and the one in Bethlehem. Okay, I'll look down so I can see the see the chat. I'm trying to talk to you on that camera. That camera right there. So hopefully I'm not looking. It's kind of hard to. Yes, I haven't quite. Even though I kind of been doing this a little while now, I haven't learned to work the camera. See that was the best part of Applebee's. You get your drinks and the mozzarella sticks. I used to love their mozzarella sticks. And I think they used to have a pretty decent like club sandwich and chicken sandwich too. And their food wasn't that bad back in the day, but of course, back in the day, what I'm meaning is when I was, you know, 19, 20, 21, because we didn't have no Applebee's in this little small town I live in, or I lived in, or I live in, yeah, Barrow County, Georgia. We didn't have no Applebee's. The fanciest restaurant we had here was Western Sizzling. Anyway, so yes, welcome aboard, everybody. Everything's going good so far. So let's do and yes, I am calling this episode 79 because the original is 79, and I tried to call the other one 80. It didn't turn out too good either. Both of them were total shit shows. So both of them got deleted, canned at the time. Uh, those hopefully would never. I mean, even the stuff I recorded, I deleted it. So hopefully they will never, ever see the light of day. But anyway, hello, Joe King, 9819. Uh, welcome aboard, everybody. And this goes to all the hardworking men and women who worked hard all week and the ones who are going to have to work hard this week. Cheers to you all. Hope everybody cracked open a cold one. Here we go. Let's start off the weekend. Oops, I got to make sure I stay close to this too. But so yeah, let me go ahead and do the usual bullshit here. Let's if you're watching this live, join me in the chat. Give us your opinions on anything I talk about, any memories. Please shout those out to us in the chat, or just be friendly like Karen and Joe King did. Um, just friendly, friendly hello, and not me. I'm off all next week. Well, so far I got work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm supposed to be off Thursday and Friday. I even called dibs on that 2 months ago. But anyway, so yes, join us in the chat, and sometimes we just go off subject. So feel free to join in on that as well. Or like I said, just be friendly and say hello, what's up, how you doing, or kiss my ass. It's all good around here. Also, if you like it, you know what to do. Click on that like button. Also, if you just like listen to a normal fan, just like you folks at home or you folks sitting in your uh, around people at a party you don't really want to be at, but your girlfriend or boyfriend dragged you to it, or husband or wife dragged you to it, or wife, or you get the gist. It still works both ways. Or significant other, there we go, drags you to a party you don't want to go to. You're just checking me on the phone, uh, or you're sitting on the toilet with your tablet. However you're watching this, you know, and you're digging it, like I said, click on that like button. Also, if you're, like I said, however you're enjoying this, you enjoy listening to a normal fan BS about wrestling. I does say, did I just say BS when I said shit at least a couple times? Anyway, um, talk about the sport of professional wrestling. you know what to do. You be a champ and click on that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And hey, there's a little thing right there on, depends on how you're looking at it. Okay, underneath my little advertisement, underneath, this, whatever. There's a like, comment, share, subscribe. Yes, do all those things. Help this channel out. Let's get some more people on board here and have some fun, because that's what it's all about, having fun. That's what that's what being a pro wrestling, any kind of entertainment that you're into, it's all about having fun. It's not about gatekeeping. Yes, there's a little like friendly banter, like back in the day. What's better, WCW or WWF? In the Monday Night Wars. Even back before that, when he had the territories, who's the better world champion? Nick Botwinkle, Hulk Hogan, or Ric Flair? Ric Flair beat them all, or whatever. Or Hulk Hogan's the best because he's a big muscle bound sob. Um, but yeah, that's all that friendly banter. Yes, Rick Martel was, but Nick Botwinkle had it. Let's see, yeah, it was Nick Botwinkle, Jumbo Saruda. Wait a minute, or was it Otto? Was it Otto Wands? Who did Jumbo defeat? Did Jumbo defeat Botwinkle? Fuck, I forgot. Um, but yeah, Saruda, then Martel, then Stan Hansen, then the Nick Botwinkle, then the Kurt Hennig, then Kingfish, Jerry Lawler, and Larry Zbyszko did not defeat Jerry Lawler. There was little uh, non-cooperation. The cooperation disbanded after Super Clash 3. And then Larry Zbyszko won it in a battle royal. Then Masa Saito won. Then Larry Zbyszko won it back. Then no more AWA. But anyway, so this is one of the things we do every Friday. We go through the Today in History in Pro Wrestling. Of course, today is November 21st. Not a whole lot happened today in pro wrestling history, which is good because kind of got now last week I tried to do the Caribbean bloodiest brawls. I forgot what it's called. The bloody matches of the Caribbean. Last week I tried to do volume 2, but I did find volume 1, so we're gonna check out volume 1 today. Oh crap. Which means I forgot to I'll bring it back up in a minute before we bring it to it. So yeah, I think that's gonna be. It was a commercial tape made back in I think late '80s maybe, and kind of goes through different matches at different shows and all that stuff. So it's gonna be a little long. I forgot how long it lasts, but I think we can swing through it. But like I said, very short list of things that happened on today in professional wrestling. So let's get right to it. On this day in 19, on this date in 1978, Tony Garea and Larry Zbyszko, just mentioned him, won the WWF World Tag Team titles from the Yukon Lumberjacks in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I think I discussed this earlier, or was it last week? Or if I discussed it last 2 weeks, nobody's seen it anyway. So we'll bring it up again. Larry Zbyszko is one of, I think, 4 people who won the WWF World Tag Team titles with Tony Garea. You got Larry, you got Rick Martel. Gosh, I want to say Tito Santana as well, but there's one way to figure this out. Let's We'll fire up the old Google machine. Let's see. I want to say, I don't think it was Tito Santana. And there we go. Oh. So no, it wasn't Tito. It was Hastings Calhoun, Dean Ho, Larry Zbyszko, and actually he's a five-time. My mistake, 5-time. So 2 mess ups on me already tonight. 5-time tag team champion. 1 time with Hastings Calhoun, 1 time with Dean Ho, 1 time with Larry Zbyszko, and twice with Rick Martel. So, and yes, two of his partners went on to become AWA tag team champions. On this day in 1980, Ted DiBiase defeated Ken Patera for the NWA Missouri title in St. Louis, Missouri. On this day in 1983, the Bella twins were born. So happy birthday, Nikki and Brie Bella. Nikki is back. Nikki is back in the WWE, coming out of retirement. Now I think she's got herself trying to work herself into a WWE Women's or Women's Heavyweight Championship match with Stephanie Vanker. I think that might be happening. Might be happening in Survivor Series. I'm not sure, but could be one of those occasions. And finally, see, told you, not much went on this today. On this date in 1990, WCW presented Mayhem in Toronto, Ontario, Canada at the Air Canada Centre, drawing 13,839. And yes, this is during the kind of decline of WCW, so they were still able to get, about 14,000 people. Now, it doesn't say how many of those were comped or anything like that. But or how many they walk in to help fill up that arena. But the final tally is 13,839, and of course it was shown live on pay-per-view. And they had a little tournament there to decide who's going to be the new WCW World Heavyweight Championship because it was vacant. So part of that tournament match, Chris Benoit defeated Jeff Jarrett. Evan Courageous defeated Disco Inferno in a non-tournament match for the WCW Cruiserweight title. In another non-tournament match, Norman Smiley defeated Brian Knobbs to become the first WCW Hardcore Champion. Yes, they had to have their own Hardcore Champion too, because why not? Perry Saturn, Dean Malenko, and Asia defeated Eddie Guerrero, Brian Kidman, and Tori Wilson. Yes, at the time, Billy Kidman and Tori Wilson were dating, and I do believe they actually got married. Stayed married for a while, then got divorced, and then she went on to, let's just say, I guess, richer dudes. Anyway, let's see. Buff Bagwell defeated Kurt Hennig in a retirement match. Bret Hart defeated Sting. Vampiro defeated Berlin, who was Alex Wright, in a chain match. Mean defeated Lex Luger. The WCW US and TV champion Scott Hall defeated Booker T. David Flair, this must have been definitely Vince Russo era. David Flair defeated Kimberly Page. Bill Goldberg defeated Sid Vicious in an I Quit match. And in the finals of the tournament, it was Bret Hart defeating Chris Benoit for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. And, sitting there reading this and kind of go through things, it's like, you know, kind of, yes, it is. It's okay. First and foremost, it's very sad that, two people had to, lose their life because dude went nuts. But it's kind of sad the dude did go nuts. I mean, for those you kids don't know, Chris Benoit was probably pound for pound the best technical wrestler, well respected in the world. I mean, as far as level of respect he had, he was on par with, say, AJ Styles, Bryan Danielson, on that level as far as respect. Hello, Brenda Watson. Hey, I got purple Gatorade today. Grape. Do you know? Anybody remember Julio Jones from Atlanta Falcons? His favorite color? Grape. Anyway, so yeah, he was on that level as far as respect, and just like that, this totally erased from wrestling. Um, but the most sad part about it is, his wife and son who unfortunately were victims of him losing it. So anyway, any comments, questions, hellos, or anything? Let's see here. There we are. Do not play yet. All right. Let me who's ready to watch some bloody matches of the Caribbean Volume 1? Hopefully we can get through it tonight. Let me go back to YouTube a second. There we go. Let's see. Okay, Joe's ready. Here's the link up to the watch along here. Let me fire my little gizmo up here. Hopefully, oops, do. Everybody still see me? Still hear me? I'm not fading in and out too badly, am I? Hey, let me know if y'all hear this. Did y'all hear me cough? Unfortunately, you did see me cough, but at least you didn't hear me. Oh, you did hear me cough? Crapola. Guess the little mute button didn't work out like I thought it should. So, okay, so I am fading a little bit. Yeah, I know I need to adjust this so, oops, there we go, I think. Do not drop. Okay, there we go. Or I could just slide over. Probably easier to slide over my chair. There we go. No fading. Awesome. Awesome. Cheers. Anybody drinking some adult beverages tonight? All right. So everybody ready to watch it? Whoa. Ready for the watch along? Let's see, let me make sure. Everybody ready? Let me do a little. Now you see me, or now you don't see me. Now you see me way too good. Meow. Wow. Groovy, huh? All right. We ready? I'm still not ready. I gotta adjust my phone. Oh, come on. All right. Push play and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play now. And thank you to Classics WWC for uh, uploading this video. Okay. All right. Hey, you definitely can't hear it. Hopefully, you don't hear any kind of background noise. Just me, right? Bobby Jaggers, the Hangman, the real Hangman, Bobby Jaggers. Not to be confused with the Hangman today. All right. Awesome. And Savinovich, I do believe he was married to Wendy Richter at one time. Joe Ledoux. Gotta love that funky music. Oh, is that what that is? Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, it does sound like it. Oh, yes. Yes. I think this is that one match. Oh, yes. I think, yeah. Oh, yes. If that's the match I'm thinking about, then when we see it, you'll understand why it popped there. Yes. Oh, if you're watching this, you're in for a treat. So I believe this is a yeah, the baseball yeah. So in Puerto Rico, I've recently kind of discovered this. Baseball is kind of a big thing in Puerto Rico. They're the biggest sporting event they have every year is the World Baseball Classic that they did. I think like USA teams, Mexican teams, Japan teams, uh, all compete in like a some kind of tournament to figure out who's the um, best country for baseball. So yeah, and a lot of their big shows were in baseball stadiums. Carlos Colon, the father of Carlito, and Joe LeDoux, he's pretty much legendary himself. I mean, I remember watching him in Memphis. I mean, every now when they wanted to bring a monster in to face Jerry Lawler, Joe LeDoux was that monster. If there was times where Jerry Lawler was facing other monsters, therefore he needed a monster himself. At one time, Joe LeDoux would be his monster of choice. Later on was Bam Bam Bigelow, but on live Memphis TV at one time, Joe LeDoux took a X blade and cut his arm, like right there. Talking about how crazy he is. Am I crazy? I don't know if I'm crazy. So yeah, kind of the reason I showed this video last week is kind of a thing for because AEW did their blood and guts thing or um, theme uh, Dynamite, which was basically two War Games matches, a male and female War Games match. So yes, I yeah, ouch. Ah, Gesundheit. Oh yes, I mean they were man. I mean look how at least brutal it looks. I mean, was he around the throat right there? they've had different types of barbed wire matches or uh done the ring different. This looks like barbed wire around the ring and barbed wire around the ropes. There's I think I think the one Dusty and Tully Blanchard had and a bunch of others had, they would have take the top two ropes off and put and replace them with barbed wire. Jet, yeah. Oh, right in the webos. That did not sound right. If you can't get a man off one way, get him off another way. Oh my God. That did not sound right, Hangman. Now, if the current Hangman would have said that, you kind of, okay, I get it, I understand. But yeah, Carlos Colon was basically the Hulk Hogan of Puerto Rico. He was the biggest star in the World Wrestling Council. Oh my gosh, they do just got barbed wire just wrapped around everywhere. I was, yeah, Bobby Jagger's doing the goofy laugh. Uh-oh, he put the bra strap down. It is time to take this match home. Uh, might be going for that figure four. Yeah, the Lawler of Puerto Rico. Dang. The Duke said, "No mas, no mas." Yeah, I mean, Cologne knew how to sell and make his comebacks, and but as far as popularity wise, yeah. Oh, he's got that figure four back on again. Invader one versus the Great Kamala. Mm. Let's see. Joe says, I've noticed there's a lot of his matches that notice a lot of his matches almost um matches almost he'll like almost he'll like as he keeps attacking after he won. Yeah, but I kept him over, I guess. That was the exclamation point. This feud is over with. I am the dominant guy here. I am the alpha. I am the omega. I am the kingfish around here. Yeah, yeah, most definitely. There, from what I hear, and like if you ever watch some of the shoot interviews, they talk about Puerto Rico. There's the Mid South fans, and sometimes those fans like in the 70s, 60s, or the 50s as well. I guess they'll like stab the heels and all that, and attack the heels. I think even Jim Cornette talked about here's 1984, and you had the fans trying to causing riots and want to attack the Midnight Express. But yeah, Puerto Rico was pretty bad. Mm. Yeah, I don't think that match ever happened, did it? That's right, Bobby Jaggers. Joe King, when I was younger, at this time, I always knew Evader One was the number two guy there. So I was shocked when I heard he was the one that killed Brody. Yeah, Erp. Well, I mean, I think I was just more shocked that Bruce Brody was murdered by another wrestler. Yeah, referee said, no, no, he can't continue. You won, Kamala. Jose Gonzalez. Okay, Kamala, you're not gonna fly that far. You know, Ron Starr, he's another one of those guys that doesn't get talked about enough. He was a pretty good worker. I mean, I know he's passed on, and I know he wrote, I, I know he wrote a book. Might have to check it out on Amazon, see if I can find the audio book. Yeah. Well, I mean, with the exception of maybe Kamala's last run, everybody made sure Kamala looked like a monster. You know, the Kamalas, the King Kong Bundys, the one man gangs, all those guys. They Booker's made sure that they look like monsters. Ooh, but yeah, I mean, despite what we might think about this jackass, but that's the way a babyface would get over. Back in that's one of the angles they would do. Like a wrestler would be attacked, get busted open, be injured, but he still has a wrestling that match against whoever. In this case, Kamala. It's like, no, uh, I know, doctor, you don't want me to wrestle, but screw you, I'm gonna go do it anyway. And kind of lets him save face. You know, he win the match injured, and Kamala attacked that injury. Therefore, uh, the referee had to stop it because he wasn't going to give up. The babyface wasn't going to give up, and the monster was just going to keep beating the hell out of him. So the referee had no other choice to stop the match to save this, the babyface's career. So angles like that they don't do anymore. But if there's an angle that would probably steal, I mean, of course you can't use that often, but if there's an angle, if I kind of was lost somewhere and I need to steal an angle from the this era, that's one of the angles I would definitely steal. Oh, Al Perez. So this must have been back when he was the New York Rocker, Al Perez. And they just mentioned right there where he, after this little run, he went to world class. But Al Perez was a hell of a talent. That dude should have been a world champion. But he didn't put up with no crap though. But man, the dude had a look, the build, and the in ring ability. Dude should have been a world champion. But yeah, right here he's playing that white meat baby face. Like I said, I think this is when he was I know he was in a promotion called International Championship Wrestling. Not be confused with the Poffo reign. This was Angelo Savoldi ran this one. Uh-oh. Abby's pulling the fork out. Business is about to pick up, brother. About to get time to mess up that pretty face. Bam. And I don't know, did he do it himself? Now, I wonder if he had his blade on the top rope and did that. And of course, referee doesn't see it. Ricky Martin into the Vida Loca, and yes, he'll hide a fork underneath his boob. Just kidding. Bam. But anyway, I digress. Al Perez at the time was in ICW, team up with Jumpin' Joe Savoldi. They were known as the New York Rockers, kind of the rock and roll express type gimmick with the bandanas and come out to Van Halen's Jump and stuff like that. Yes, before you say it, I remember this obscure thing sometimes. Because he used to come on WXIA Channel 11 around 11 or 12 on Saturdays. I used to watch it. I mean, like I said, if it was wrestling, I watched it. I watched freaking Glow. Which next week, remind me, I think we need to check out some. I need to find some Glow. I think we need to check out some Glow. Let's see, joking. Abby was so good at. Yeah. I mean, I remember being a kid at the time, and I was like, oh, this dude's scary. Oh. But I guess that's the reason I always liked Bruiser Brody, because he went toe to toe. He's the one that went toe to toe with Abdul the Butcher, and would fight toe to toe, man to man to Bruiser Brody. So nah, I'm good, brother. But I've heard Abby's health has been pretty bad the last few years. And I did watch the Dark Side of the Ring about him, and Glow was awesome. I used to watch it. I have some magazines of Glow. That was from Joe King. Yeah, like I said, I would even watch Glow. I watched POW, Powerful Women in Wrestling, just because it was wrestling. Howard does it. Who threw that at me? Somebody threw something at me. Okay, that's not. I'm making fun of Bobby Jacker's laugh. I can't help it now. Yeah, catchy. What? You stopped this match? I'm ready to keep going. But yeah, I mean, Al Perez was a very good. He was a better heel than he was a babyface. But I think I think eventually, if he had climbed up the ladder a little bit more and probably been a world champion, he'd been one of the stars that wrestlers or the fans would have just automatically change, help change him to a babyface. And as long as he kept that same gimmick, I mean, like I said, him and Gary Hart together, world class. If you don't see a like great Al Perez, watch him from world class when he got with Gary Hart and all through the NWA, his NWA Crockett run. And you'll see why that. If you're just going to have like a top five people who should have been a world champion, and uh, do you want to count AW? Yeah, I could count AWA at the time, but at that like late '80s, AWA was like, yeah, okay. But let's NWA, WCW, WWF. Dude should have been NWA World Champion. You know, he's on that top five list of this either NWA, WCW, or WWF. Him, Kurt Hennig, Rick Rude. He's on that list of people who should have been like a world champion, like the top, at least have a run. Oh, the kendo stick. Yeah, it is catchy. So this is going to be kind of weird for me. I never, I guess I just drew a blank on this. Let's see, Mid South. Mid South was the first I remember seeing him. Won the tag team titles with Wendell Cooley against Doctor Death and Bob Sweet Tan. Because yeah, Ted DiBiase was in Japan, so Sweet Tan um, took Teddy's spot, and they lost it to Wendell Cooley and Al Perez. Now Wendell Cooley was a better baby. I mean, I haven't seen too much of him being a heel, but I think he was a heel in Puerto Rico. Wendell Cooley was, and he had a short run as a heel in Continental, but not long. So yeah, so it's just kind of weird to me seeing the Rock and Roll RPMs as baby faces because they were always mostly heels. Tommy Lane and Mike Davis. Yeah, I think the only time they were baby faces was Puerto Rico. Ron and Chicky Star. I mean, Ron Star was a hell. I mean, because I remember seeing him a lot in Puerto Rico and in Southern Championship Wrestling from Georgia. Dude's a hell of a talent too. He's a pretty good worker. He was pretty smooth in the ring. I thought. That now I'm gonna do that rest of the freaking night. I'm gonna do it all freaking weekend long. That I'm gonna annoy the shit out of my friends and family when I go watch the pay per view. it. When you seen this for the first time, it's like, you know what's going to happen. Yeah, I know what's going to happen. Somebody's going to be wearing that picture. And it turns over, gets the blade out. I mean, like I said, Ron started wrestling more in the States. He wrestled in, especially in late '80s, wrestled in Southern Championship Wrestling from Georgia. I think he wrestled in like Southeastern as well. But I mean, you get in a territory where you're over, they keep paying you good, and they use you good. You kind of just stay there until they quit using you good. Or if you're like Bruiser Brody, you start messing with your money. I mean, like I said, I don't know what the situation. I've heard a couple things is like they underpaid Brody, and Brody was serious about his money, like any wrestler would be. Um, so he left. Then when he came back, trying to get straightened out, and he was promises that it's going to straighten it out. Um, and supposedly, like I said, supposedly, rumor in the innuendo. I don't know. I wasn't there. Carlos Colon um, got Invader to do it. Like I said, one of the stories I heard. The other story I heard was, he roughed up Invader 1, Jose Gonzalez, and Gonzalez got revenge. Again, another rumor. I ain't got the court transcripts or anything. Either way, Jose Gonzalez did it and got away with it. Oh, yeah, that glass must have got. Yeah, that's a hard way from the glass. That went from. He didn't. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, that looks pretty miserable to go through. It's one thing to blaze yourself. It's another thing to get all gashed up. I mean, I'm talking about gashed up with glass. That's the reason you don't use real glass, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Jack Perry. Mm. Yeah, see, that's the reason I couldn't be a doctor or nurse or anybody who's got to do stitches, stitch people up. My hands are just my hands are just not that steady. Yeah, my hands are not that steady. But this is my sewing hand. This is my shooting hand. The the yeah yeah definitely Wendy Witcher. Yeah, definitely Wendy Witcher. The the yeah. It ain't ballet, brother, as the late great Steve Dr. Death Williams would say. It ain't ballet, brother. Yeah, I know Bobby Jaggers had a couple good lines in there, but I can imagine Bobby Heenan. Quit crying, toots. Hercules Ayala. Oh, Carlos Invader 1 gets that big cat. You better call somebody. And yes, I think the AWA figures they had sometimes figures of two wrestlers who was like fuming each other like they had Jerry Blackwell and Stan Hansen. Oh, 3 count already. because nobody beats Abdullah the Butcher. But yeah, they had AWA figures of Abdullah the Butcher and Carlos Colon. Yeah, that was that. Yeah, this might you might see a right here. Just toss him on that gurney. Now I think I'm gonna want to watch that after this. Friday 13 Part 3. This will listen to this music. Oh, a Falls Count Anywhere match. Yeah, that table's seen better days. Oh, it's a Texas Death Match. Oh, looks like he was tapping out there, Riff. See, that table doesn't look like it's going to break. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to break anytime soon, but it's definitely seen better days. Now, Victor Kiona, he was kind of like one of the, wasn't he kind of like a right hand man to? Oh, yeah. Okay, now I remember that. So yeah, he was the founder and owner of International Wrestling Association in Japan and in Puerto Rico. Managed the Headhunters. Managed an FM. Okay, that's where I remember his name from. Yeah, like I said, I thought I recognized his name. Oh, there he goes. His version of the figure four. Oh, it's like, help me out, brother. Help me out, amigo. Oh, kicked him right in the webos. Yeah, College Clone doesn't wrestle like no babyface. Attacks the opponent when he's down, kicks him in the webos. Uh-oh. Here it comes. The big Carlos Colon comeback. It's not ballet, brother. Yeah, well, with the exception of that annoying laugh, Bobby Jackers is kind of entertaining there on the commentary. Uh-oh. Is he going to tap out? Is he going to give up? Oh, shoulders down. Count, ref. 2, 3. Well, see, you gotta remember this. Back in those days, it was kind of wrestlers didn't give up. They didn't tap out. They didn't have tap outs back then. But yeah, nowadays if they did a match like that, yeah, he'll just tap out, regroup, make a comeback or whatever. And of course, today's Texas Death Matches is this basically it's a last man standing match. See, this is what the Texas Death Match was. You ping your opponent, then I guess sometimes 30 seconds. Then you count to 10, see if they can get back up. It's below the waist. That's why it's a low blow. Uh-oh. Got the brass knuckles. Got the brass knuckles gimmick, brother. Which is legal here, technically. Oh, they shudder. Bam. You got knocked the out. A little chilly in here. Might have to grab a hoodie or something. The tapes knuckles. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back now. Got a little chilly here. I had to adjust the therm. Oh my gosh, he's lacerated. And he is in the crimson mask of blood. The doctor is the big star of the video. But yeah, it's getting a little chilly here, so I had to grab a little hoodie and adjust the thermostat a little bit. Look at this gutsy performance by Carlos Colon. Got hit with brass knucks or the uh, the tapes of knuckles. The taped knuckles. Ooh. No. I'm like, okay, we're good. The doctor said, end this match. No mas, no mas. Oh, god dang. That one was a little snug. Yes, that is a crimson mask. Freaking Jaggers. Yeah, the Doctors made quite a few appearances this evening. Uh, oh, Victor's already busted open. I can't really recall this Victor Quilico, whatever his name is, career too much. Don't remember him that much. Uh, yeah, not a like I said, I don't recall his career too much, but they're saying that he's some kind of underdog, and now he's in this match with Abdul the Butcher. What the hell is he doing? He's going to each, I guess, some kind of a chain match. Oh, got him down. Yeah. Nobody beats Abdul the Butcher though. Man, this guy's getting his little part of the match here. Yeah, you actually want to win that tournament. I mean, I understand if you lost that tournament or lost in the first. Okay, you lose in the first round, you got to fight Abdullah in a chain match, and there's that fork. They were like, "We got a great gimmick for you. This is gonna make you a star. We'll put you in this tournament, and you win." And the guy's like, "Oh, I win a championship? What championship do I win? No, you don't win a championship. Do I win a Cadillac? No, you don't win a Cadillac. Well, what do I win? You win an opportunity to face Abdul the Butcher in a chain match." He's like, "Son of a bitch." But be in the baseball season. We pay you good. Nobody beats Abdul the Butcher. Yep, he says so. Then he put a quarter on his car. Yeah, one of the shooting reviews Abdul the Butcher did with the our video. He took a quarter and put it one of the caches in his head, and it fit, or it stood up. Lick my booby. Sorry, I couldn't resist, folks. And he goes down again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, not today. Abdullah said, not today. Not today, J Brown. Yeah, never been slammed, never been beaten. Yeah, not today, Jabronovich. Jay Bronovich. Yeah, Abby must be getting a big payday on this night. And he already he he was promised a big payday. He said, "You pay me before the match, cash." So Abby done took that cash, put it somewhere. Ooh, excuse me, folks. Yeah, I mean, long match here, and he's fell down a couple times, and it wasn't against Bruiser Brody. Eh, 1, 2. Oh, my bad. I didn't see him touch the other corner. Abby said, "Not today again, Jabronovich." 1, 2. Okay, time to go home. 3. Oh, you Jabronovich. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I done sold for you. 1, 2, 3. Abby again said, "Not today." 1, 2, 3. This bloody confrontation. Did uno, dos. Uh-oh. Two, three. Oh, one, two, three. Oh, Jabronovich. That means Abdullah got 2 suitcases full of money. Damn. Abby, I say, well, technically he wasn't pinned. Oh, now time to earn that money. Yeah. After this was never heard from again. Oh, TNT. Savio Vega. Yeah, he served them up in this Chinese and rib restaurant. Ah, here we go. He was a rough shoot. Savio. Savio Vega. I don't know. Trying to really pay attention to this and see if he was kind of given anything or. Yeah, I mean, try to see if he got past something or just a lot of water and food coloring. Uh, he missed. Now. Uh, yes. 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 Ooh. So, oh, yeah. Oh. Ooh. So, okay, I pulled something up. Uh, Fer- Fernandez sparked controversy in World Wrestling Council in 1989 when he wrestled Invader 3, real name Johnny Rivera. During the match, Fernandez landed a knee drop off the top rope on Invader 3's midsection. The impact apparently ruptured Invader 3's stomach cavity, causing him to vomit blood all over the ring, while Fernandez landed two more knee drops. There have been debates of whether Invader 3's injury was a work, with some theorizing the incident came about due to the real life bad blood between Fernandez and Jose Gonzalez, the booker of World Wrestling Council, who was acquitted of murdering Bruiser Brody earlier that year. Others say the blood was a combination of pig's blood and vodka. Ugh. In an interview with Bill After, Fernandez claimed it was not a work. A deliberate injured Johnny Rivera was on the way to avenge the death of Bruiser Brody, though his match with Rivera took place nearly 2 months prior. Well, he said in 1989 here. But, nah, so, well, okay, yeah, it was, well, yeah, he was in, trying to think here. Trying to think where I first seen this match. It seems like I first seen that match on Pro Wrestling This Week with Joe Pensino and Gordon Soley. Talked about it. Um, oh, okay. Ew, I don't think I would done. I don't think I would done the pig's blood thing in vodka. So basically, it's a. But yeah, I guess it's one of those. I guess they're gonna. Let's see. I think. Okay. And what felt like an eternity, the others finally managed to lift Vader 3 next to the arena. Once outside the cameras, and some of the concerned fans looked on at following a group of wrestlers as they looked to place Invader 3 in a car instead of an ambulance. All this was taped on a Wednesday and broadcasted that weekend. Let's see, when I saw that he was going to land on me, I couldn't move. I felt, let's see. So yeah, I mean, like I said, the one thing I thought was probably food coloring and yes, like when they did the mist, I guess they put them in condoms or balloons, uh, for the mist, and sometimes when they did a blood angle too, I guess they would put something in a condom. And I couldn't really tell if he put something in his mouth before he did it, or I mean, if he did, I mean, he they were really good by sticking that in. Um, let's see, another theory suggests he supposedly drank either pig's or goat's blood with vodka and somehow was able to regurgitate it with nasty concoction on call after Manny's knee drop. In 2021 interview with EW or eWrestling.com, Manny defended his supposed shoot on Vader 3 and a theory that Vader uh, drank blood and vodka beforehand. If you don't know now, people are so stupid. There are people who say we never went to the moon. Some people still think there's a pot of gold in a rainbow. I've never seen so many stupid people in my life. People still believe in anything. Uh, how are you going to satisfy all the stupid people? It's like that old Forrest Gump used to say, stupid is, stupid does. Fernandez let out with a hearty laugh. I dare anyone who says that you can go drink a gallon of pig's blood and vodka and go chase them around. How long do you think the person is going to last without puking? Long since retired Johnny Rivera in a 2015 interview assured the injuries sustained were real. So he explained that it was from a match he had with Manny Fernandez. Fernandez was 275 pounds. I was around 170, 180. My mom always told me to take care of myself, and I did, but some things are inevitable. In 2020, interview with Lucha Libre Online, a page managed by Hugo and Carlos Cabrera, who, after 30 years in the WWE, was released in February 2022. Savanovich tiptoes around the incident where in 2022, and the fans, even wrestlers, still wonder about this. Still happened at a small venue in Catano here in Capital Sports Promotions, now known as World Wrestling Council, had their TV tapings. Many quote Manny Fernandez uh, saying he did this to avenge what happened between Invader and Bruiser Brody. I don't get all those details, but I think in this case, where storyline and reality cross paths, Hugo continued. What happened was very dangerous, and like a magician, I won't reveal completely what happened. We try to protect Invader 3's life. Johnny Rivera, who I love, he's my people, a total professional, the little giant of Mayakes. He sacrificed himself for the good of Capital Sports Promotion. It was it was more real than any fans and even wrestlers think. Why? Because he did it. Affected his future health. I think this shortened his career, and the high risk he took was incredible. I still watch this incident, and I get goosebumps knowing that there is a man named Johnny Rivera, Invader 3, who dared to sacrifice himself for the good of Lucha Libre was something. And although I can't reveal anything, everything. Just imagine his heart was feeling when he was going through all this. His body has a defensive mechanism that reacts to certain ways. It was it was like a certain water pipe that exploded. It was grotesque. People today still tell me, Hugo, reveal how they did it. I can't. You have to respect what people do, but I confess that it was dangerous. So they kind of, I mean, it could have, but I mean, you would have seen some kind of you you would have seen some kind of bulge in the mask, I would think. And I was kind of wondering if he kind of hid something in his tights and put it in his mouth when he turned over after the first one, then turn around and spit it all out. That's the only thing I can figure out from watching it. But yeah, it was like I said. I think first time I seen it was Superstars or not Superstars Wrestling, but I mean it's probably on there too. But Pro Wrestling This Week showed it, and I think it was on one of those uh kind of one of those where they show like shoot spots and stuff like that. I think I had a tape of that, and that was like one of the things that said they said, hey, this was a shoot. Yeah, kind of like the what was it? Andre the Giant and some other guy, some big Japanese guy. They got into it for real. But yeah, I remember watching. It's like, how do you know, because we were told that wrestling was fake, and then you see something like that, you go, you know, how 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 do you fake that? Seriously, how do you fake that? So okay, that probably what it was in. Might have been that video. I seen it and it had it on there, and I was like, holy shit. Even at that age, older and stuff, and I was like, okay, how do you fake this shit? Now I can see if something happened by accident, then Puerto Rico, those crazy people they are, they're like, oh, do it again, get some heat. I think they'd be crazy enough to do that. But yeah, that's some good shit in that video. Yeah, maybe next week. I'll see if I can find some glow or something like that. That might be a little harder to watch than what you think nowadays. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for me this evening. Long day, long week. Short week coming up. Like I said, next week I don't think there's going to be definitely not going to be no spot show next week because I'll be doing the Thanksgiving thing plus going to a wrestling show after doing the family thing. And like I said, so far I should be off Friday. All right, maybe I'll do some short, quick. And I also got those other two videos I gotta do over the weekend. So there will be some content out, but um, I don't think I'll be doing. If I do one, it'll be like spur of the moment, middle of the afternoon or something like that. It depends on what I get done, how bored I might get. Who knows? But we'll figure it out. Anyway, appreciate everybody who's tuned in, and appreciate those folks who clicked the video and watching it right now. Like I said, if you dig it, click on that like button. Also, give me a comment. What you think about the Manny Fernandez and Vader 3 situation? work, shoot, an accident where they made the most of it, possibly. Give me your opinions, or like I said, just say hello. That's always very cool. Uh, and if you enjoy you know, listening to or watching a wrestling fan just like you folks at home, uh, talk about the sport of professional wrestling, you know what to do. Be a champ. Click on that subscribe button and all that good stuff. Other than that, you folks have a good one. Have a safe weekend. Have a good one. Take it easy. And until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Ronald Ray here saying thank you for checking out my video. If you don't mind, go ahead and click that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and share this video with family and friends. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to RP2 Vision, where I cover the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. Now don't forget to click the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified when my other weekly content is available, like Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, WWE Raw Recap, and AEW Dynamite Recap. I also have 2 live streams. Every Thursday at 8 p.m., it's Spot Show Live Stream, where I discuss the latest news in professional wrestling. And on Friday nights at 8 o'clock p.m., it's Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where I discuss the good old days of professional wrestling. When wrestling was wrestling, wrestling was real because it's still real to us. Folks, have a good one and take it easy.